Hello fam! We always talk about the private life of the players, and how much they spend their money on girls and alcohol. But some owners are more controversial than any players around. Here are some of the most controversial football owners. West Ham is one of the most popular clubs in London. The Hammers managed to provide a lot of great players through their academy, and their brand new stadium will provide enough resources for a brighter future. Everything seems great for one of the oldest clubs in London, except for the fact that their owner belongs to a Guy Ritchie movie. David Sullivan is one of a kind. The £600 million man is a well-known movie producer. He makes classics like Playbirds or Come Play With Me. Besides his activity in the movie industry, he's also owned more than 150 sex shops in London. And when he's not fighting West Ham fans, he can take care of business. When he became the owner of the West Ham Football Club, the club was worth £120 million. 10 years later, it's almost worth £800 million. The club is now a solid Premier League team, thanks to Mr. David Sullivan. Fulham Football Club was not a top team at all, until an Egyptian came to the dance. Mohamed Al Fayed made a fortune as a broker. He sold everything, ships, guns, and even chocolate. After buying Harrods and saved it from bankruptcy, he wanted to move to the football business. He decided to buy Fulham. Why? Nobody knows. He could have bought Chelsea, a much more solid club that will be a top 4 team with some guy from Russia. But Mohamed liked to do it his own way. After filing a case against his former coach, Jean Tigana, who managed the team from the Championship to the Premier League, he also allowed Michael Jackson to visit the Fulham locker room while the players were dressing. He warned them, "Hide your willies, boys." But Al Fayed did what most owners couldn't do. He took an unknown team in London and built it so well that it is now one of the most popular London teams. His love for Fulham was sincere, and the club is now on the ownership of Shahid Khan. Greece. History. Athens. One of the most beautiful countries in the world, and also one with the craziest guy. Evangelos Marinakis is a multi-millionaire ship owner. He's also known now because he's the new owner of Nottingham Forest, an institution of English football, 2 times winner of the European Cup. But he is also the owner of the Olympiakos, one of the biggest teams in Athens. And to be frank, his resume belongs to history. Always suspected, never convicted. He fought off charges of heroin trafficking. One of his boats was caught with 2.1 tons of heroin. But he also fixes games, especially against longtime rivals, Panathinaikos. Djibril Cissé will remember this game forever. And he got bored. He calls the Olympiakos Ultras to go see another team play to create chaos in the stadium. Bernard Tapie is famous for his success with Olympique Marseille, which he leads to win the European Cup, the first and the only time for a French team. He is also famous for throwing parties with hookers in the hotel of the opponent teams when they're in town. As you can imagine, most of the players spend their night having fun, and it's going to be an easy win for Marseille. Less fun, he was convicted for bribery in 93 to 94, in the famous French scandal bribery. Tapie paid some players of the team of Valenciennes to underperform. Marseille were relegated, and Bernard Tapie was banned for life from French football. Nowadays, directors are more and more important to the game, but as football fan, we must never the wise word of Bill Shankly. At football club, there's a holy trinity. The players, the manager, and the supporters. Directors don't come into it. They're only there to sign the checks.